If you've been scrolling through endless lists of DTF printers, watching video after video trying to decode which one actually delivers on the promises, you know how frustrating the decision can get. You start to wonder whether the beginner-friendly label is just marketing speak, if the white ink circulation system really saves you time, or whether the extra oven roll feeder is worth the extra square footage on your shop floor. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. In this review, I'm going to walk through exactly what the Lancelot A3 L1800 does when you plug it in, who will actually get value from it, and where the hidden trade-offs lie so you can stop guessing and start printing. First off, the Lancelot A3 L1800 is positioned as an all-in-one DTF solution for small to mid-size apparel shops that want to move beyond heat press only. The big selling points are the built-in white ink stirring and circulation loop and the oven-style roll feeder that feeds film automatically. In plain terms, that means you don't have to constantly stop the machine to manually stir the white cartridge, and you don't have to load a fresh sheet of transfer film after every few prints. Those two features are the only things that separate this printer from a generic desktop inkjet that you could rig with a DTF kit. Let's talk about the everyday workflow. Imagine you've just finished a batch of full-color designs on your computer. You load the software, hit print, and the machine pulls a roll of PET film from the top, prints the image, and passes the film through an internal oven that cures the adhesive. While that's happening, the white ink pump circulates the pigment, keeping it from settling. The result is a continuous run of prints without the dreaded white banding that many newcomers experience with cheaper DTF setups. In my testing, the printer handled a mix of cotton tees, polyester blends, and even a heavyweight canvas tote without needing to adjust the feed speed. That's a practical strength. You can run a variety of fabrics straight out of the box, which saves you from buying separate printers for different material families. Now, where does the Lancelot fall short? The most immediate issue is the footprint. The oven roll feeder adds roughly a foot of depth to the machine, and you need a stable, level surface that can support the weight of the roll and the heating chamber. If you're operating out of a cramped garage or a tiny studio, that extra size could become a bottleneck. Also, the printer's control interface is functional, but not particularly intuitive. The menu screens are text-heavy, and while the manual claims beginner-friendly operation, you still spend about 10 minutes learning where the white ink circulation toggle lives and how to calibrate the film tension. That learning curve isn't fatal, but it's something to expect if you're looking for a plug-and-play experience. Another practical weakness shows up when you push the machine to its limits. The L1800's rated print speed is respectable for an A3 format, around 20 square feet per hour for simple designs, but once you start layering multiple colors with heavy white coverage, the cycle time stretches noticeably. The oven has to hold the film longer to cure the extra pigment, and the white ink pump runs continuously to keep the viscosity stable. For a shop that needs high volume, rapid turnaround, that could translate into a hidden cost. You may end up buying a second printer sooner than you anticipated. Who should buy this printer? If you're a small boutique that wants to expand beyond screen printing, or a startup looking to offer custom on-demand apparel without committing to a full-scale DTG operation, the L1800 makes sense. Its ability to handle all fabrics, cotton, polyester, blends, even nylon, means you can diversify your product line without buying separate machines. The white ink circulation system is especially valuable if you plan to use white frequently, such as for dark garments or designs that need a solid base. The professional after-sales technical support advertised by Lancelot is also a real plus. Users have reported quick responses when the pump needed clearing or when the oven temperature drifted. Conversely, if you are a large-scale production house that prints hundreds of shirts per day, you'll likely outgrow the L1800's throughput. The oven roll feeder, while convenient, can become a single point of failure. If the roll jams, the whole line stops. In that scenario, a dedicated DTF line with separate film feeders and a more industrial-grade oven would be a safer bet. Similarly, if your primary need is pure white on dark fabrics and you don't care much about color variety, a dedicated white-only DTF machine could be more cost-effective than a full-color printer with a white pump you may never fully utilize. Pricing-wise, the L1800 sits in the middle of the market. It's cheaper than most enterprise-grade DTF rigs, but pricier than a DIY conversion kit. The value you get comes not from raw speed, but from the reduced downtime that the circulation system promises. In my experience, the white ink stayed evenly mixed for the entire 3-hour print run, which meant no unexpected banding or reprints. That reliability can save.